Welcome to the Embodied Resilience podcast, where we explore the intersection of trauma-informed yoga, emotional and mental health, nervous system regulation, and the ancient wisdom of Chinese meridians. I'm Liz, a trauma-specialized yoga educator and space holder. In each episode, we will dive into practices, stories, and conversations that help you to return to your body, navigate life with more awareness, and support others with integrity and depth. Whether you're a yoga teacher, a student, or seeker, this space is for you. Hello, and welcome to this new episode on Where Yin Yoga Meets the Nervous System. You are invited to join YinMersion. There is something interesting about transitions. Very often we imagine them as dramatic moments where everything suddenly changes overnight. But in reality, most transitions happen much more quietly than that. Life begins shifting underneath you long before anything externally looks different. And that's very much how this season of my life feels right now. I'm moving into the second half of my pregnancy. My body and energy are changing rapidly. My relationship to time, work, rest, and capacity is changing too. And honestly, this season has been deeply humbling for me already. Over the past few months, I have had to slow down in ways I didn't expect. I have had to become much more honest about my energy, my nervous system, and what actually feels sustainable. Some days I still feel incredibly energized, inspired, and connected to this work. Other days, my body reminds me very clearly that I'm no longer moving through life only as an educator or space holder. I'm also growing a human being. And that changes things. It changes how much I can hold, how much I can create, how much I can give outward before needing to turn inward again. Pregnancy has already been teaching me so much about nervous system capacity in a very real and embodied way. There have been moments where I've had to completely let go of productivity and simply listen to what my body was asking for. Moments where slowing down wasn't a wellness choice or a mindful lifestyle decision, but the only thing that felt possible. And in many ways, that experience has deepened my relationship to this work even further. Because so much of what I teach around yin yoga and the nervous system comes back to this exact thing: learning how to listen before the body has to shout louder. Learning to recognize capacity. Learning how to recognize capacity. Learning how to work with ourselves instead of constantly overriding ourselves. And because of that, I've been thinking very carefully about how I want to move through this transition with both honesty and intention. I knew I didn't want to disappear suddenly without properly closing this chapter of teaching in the way it deserves. At the same time, I also didn't want to approach this season from urgency, pressure, or pushing through, because that's what online business culture often encourages. So instead, I have been asking myself a different question. What would feel genuinely aligned right now? And the answer that kept coming back was this: one more YinMersion. One more opening into this work before life shifts into a completely new chapter. Because over the past year, this community has grown so much. Many of you found my work only recently. Others wanted to join the YinMersion last year, but then life got busy, timing didn't align, or you simply weren't yet ready yet. And honestly, I deeply understand that. I think one of the biggest misconceptions in the online education space is that people need more pressure in order to take action. But what from I observe in this work, most people already live with too much pressure. Sometimes what people actually need is enough safety and spaciousness to feel into things. And that's very much the energy I wish this next YinMersion to hold. An invitation, a doorway, a chance to explore this work together before I step into motherhood and a very different rhythm of life. For those who are new here, YinMersion is a free 3 days online experience taking place from the 19th till the 21st of June, where we explore Yin Yoga through a nervous system and trauma-informed approach. The experience unfolds over these 3 days, giving you some space to actually integrate the practices and teachings instead of rushing through information all at once. One of the reasons I love teaching YinMersion live is because so much learning happens through the shared experience. Through hearing someone else ask the question you thought only you struggled with, or realizing how common certain nervous system patterns actually are, or understanding what many people are carrying far more internally than what is visible on the surface. At the same time, I also know that many people are joining from different time zones or full lives, so all sessions will be, of course, recorded and available as replays throughout the experience. Whether you join live, through the recordings, or a combination of both, the intention is to create enough spaciousness for this work to be felt and integrated in your own timing, rather than simply consumed intellectually. The event is open to both yoga teachers and practitioners, and no prior experience is needed. Some people join because they want to understand themselves more deeply. Others join because they want to hold safer and more grounded space as facilitators. Many arrive somewhere in between. And alongside the free YinMersion, I also wanted to create a supportive opportunity for those who may feel ready to continue deeper into these topics. So from the 15th of June until the 12th of July 2026, I will be offering a €222 birthday discount for my online Yin course. So make sure that you keep an eye out for this offer in your mailbox. If this course has been sitting in the back of your mind for a while, this may be a good time to use this amazing discount. And truly, thank you for being part of this community during such a transformative season of my life. I have a feeling this next chapter is going to change me profoundly, both as a human being and as a teacher. And it feels really meaningful to share this threshold space with all of you. I will be sharing the link to YinMersion in the description. And I hope you can join me celebrating this birthday and the transition season with me. Thank you so much for listening, and I hear you in the next one. If today's episode resonated with you and you feel called to explore this work more deeply, here are a few gentle steps that you can take. You can download my free ebook, Meridians, Emotions, and Yin Yoga, which is a nice entry point into this topic. You can try the free emotional and nervous system Yin Reset, designed for you to experience how my integrated signature approach, the Meridian Emotion Nervous System Yoga Method, works in practice. You can also watch my free trauma awareness webinar called Trauma Informed Yoga Foundations. You are invited to join my next live 100-hour trauma-informed Yin Yoga and Chinese Meridians teacher training in Thailand, or my 30-hour The Art of Trauma-Informed Space Holding course, also held in Thailand. Upcoming dates and details and links will be shared in the description. If traveling is not an option for you right now, or you are planning to complete my teacher trainings while I'm on my maternity break, you can also join my online self-paced 100-hour trauma-informed Yin Yoga and Chinese Meridians teacher training, or join the waitlist of the online self-paced 30-hour The Art of Trauma-Informed Space Holding course. The details and links of all these offerings are going to be shared in the description of this podcast. Thank you so much for being part of this community.